Welcome, one and all, to the world-famous Sandrock's own running of the Yakmals. Shout out to City Hall for inviting me here today. Now, I'll bet some of you are wondering, why the heck do we all get together every year to try to bump Yakmals into each other anyhow? It is with great esteem that I shall now honor an age-old tradition and regale y'all with the tale that started it all, the Shonash Clash. Many years ago, the great-grandparents of our very own ranch couple, Cooper and Mabel, were traveling yak-back through the Eufaula, delivering various supplies up and down to the earliest settlers, long before the railways were ever built. Back then, the only road was through a narrow part of the North Shonash Canyon, and one day these two yak boys were passing through from both ends at the same time. They ran into each other halfway through, their carts in tow, each blocking the other's path. One called out, "You back out so I can get through!" And the other replied, "No, you back out so I can get through!" "I'm more than halfway through the pass. You back out." "No, you ain't. That's 1/3 and a quarter at best. You back out." This back and forth went on for hours, and pretty soon other travelers showed up and were understandably peeved at the situation. Funny thing about it all is this narrowest part of the pass was no more than 30 meters long. They could have all been out there in a couple of minutes. But no, both of those fellas were too stubborn to back down. Soon enough, push came to shove. Literally. Other folks on Yakback started bumping into our two antagonists, front and back, till it was just bumper yak bedlam. In the craziness of it all, carts were knocked over, packs were cut open, food and other supplies were getting tossed all out on the ground. Before too long, everyone came to their senses. One person started to laugh, then another, and pretty soon they were all tumbling off their mounts, howling over the absurdity of it all. Here, I'm afraid, is where it gets dark. When they all looked around, they noticed that the two fellas who started this whole debacle were both dead as doornails, both of them in all the chaos. It seemed those two boys really never had let their bad blood quit boiling. The rest of them folks, they all picked up their supplies. It had gotten late. They camped out there at the pass and cooked up all the food that had fallen off the mule yaks and carts and such, conversing all about what had happened. Word spread and, well, here we are, all these years later, still commemorating the event. So all y'all, I invite you to partake in the festivities. Hop on a yak mill, bump into your best friend, and try not to take it too personal if you get bumped yourself. With all that being said, I hereby declare the Sandrock annual running of the Yak Mill Festival begun!
Minister, I beg of you to reconsider.
I've told you, Miguel, the people won't stomach another water tax hike. They're stretched thin as it is. I doubt half these folks could even afford it.
Every penny, Minister. You know this.
What I know is this. Now is a time of tribulation for our people. We need not burden them any further.
But this project will add cost.
It inspires hope. We can afford it.
We're spending our goals on frivolities, meaningless eyesores.
We're spending our goals on our people. We're giving someone a chance to make a day's earnings and an opportunity to make a difference in this town. That, to me, is priceless. Well now, always in the right place at the right time, aren't we, Builder? That's good. I think Miguel may require a bit of assistance. I must be going, but be a dear and help him, won't you?
Yes. Help. According to some, the church needs a new mural in the temple. The church would be highly appreciative if you could work with our town's artists to manifest these vague requests. The minister thinks that certain effigies of our faith are uninviting. Will you assist us? She gave rather limited notes on the specifics. Nevertheless, I would expect Pablo or Amira should be able to produce a painting of sufficient quality. If we're conscious of budget, perhaps even Jasmine could be recruited to our cause. The church has allocated 1,000 goals for the project. Here you are. What remains afterwards will be your commission for the frame. Return to me when you have the items in question. Be swift, Builder.